Yoga 77. My name is Jackie. We will take this practice all seated today, so come into a comfortable seat, maybe a chair, a couch, and check that you are somewhere where your feet are connected to the ground, or maybe you bring blocks or something under your feet that feels grounded, it feels secure, it feels steady. And once you've found your seat, just start to press your feet, maybe one at a time, down into the ground, into your blocks or whatever is under your feet. And if you've got shoes or socks on, you might like to take them off, especially shoes, so that you can start to feel your feet. Wake those feet up. And again, if you've got socks on, feel welcome just to take those off so that you can start to feel the floor, the block, the props under your feet, and you might even be able to spread your toes out a little. You might be able to press down into one toe and then another toe. You might be able to spread your toes out a little. You might notice that some toes are a little bit closer together than others. You might give your toes a wriggle. And you're welcome to take one foot off at a time and start to stretch the toes out. Give them a wriggle with the foot off your block or floor. You might just keep the heel down. Let's try the other foot. Just switching from one to the other. Just take what you need. Just getting to bring a little bit of movement into your toes. And it might not be a big movement, that's okay. Maybe stretching through the toes, like you're pulling the toes apart. So stretching under the sole of your foot. You might notice there's some movement through the ankle area as well. You might start to take some circles. Notice any little pops and clicks, tendons, ligaments, just switching around. And just notice any interesting sensation as you take this movement. You might even notice sensation in other parts of your body as you move through the toes, stretching the toes, wriggling the toes. You might try and move the toes on both feet at the same time, maybe with the feet down on your heels. You might hold on to the chair here if you're up on the heels. Maybe hands on the legs, just take what feels comfy. You might even watch the toes, see if you can move the toes symmetrically at the same time. And you might notice that the toes move differently on one foot to the other foot. And I invite you to be curious, almost like you're just getting to know your toes. And this might be the first time that you've actually looked at your toes or your feet for a little while. And that's okay, it's quite normal. And just start to come in with that curious mind, but also a mind of they are my toes. So come in with a little bit of love for your toes. Notice the rest of the feet, the tops of your feet. You might even pop a foot down, have a look at the sole of the foot if that's available to you. Just checking out. And again, you might take that movement with the foot up. Doesn't have to be as high. And this might not be accessible to you. You might have the foot down lower. So you can see the sides of the feet. Check out the other foot. And again, if you have the availability, you could bring the foot up higher, have a good look at the foot. And again, you might notice something, a bit of fluff on your toe. So we'll bring the feet back down and just give the feet a bit of a tap. So you might go faster, you might go slower. It's like you're pushing the soles of the feet down into the blocks. Again, it could be hands holding onto the chair, might be on your legs. You might have a go going faster. And if you are going faster, you might start to feel a little bit more heat, energy in the rest of your body. might be quite tiring. See if you can still sit up tall. A few more like this. You might have already slowed down, that's okay. Feels like we're running a marathon. If you want to get the arms going as well, go for it. Bringing a little bit of heat, energy into the body. Whew, slow it down. Chariots of fire. We'll just slow that down. And again, just take a little movement in your chair if that feels good. It might be some little circles or side to side. If you feel a little wobbly, just check where the feet are. Again, check the positioning. Again, you might spread the toes out. Notice that foundation pushing down through both feet. And you might bring hands on the chair or the back of the chair. Your chair might have arms, so you could be arms or hands on the arms of the chair. And then just start to notice your range of motion here. So it might be circling one way and then the other. And you might notice quite an energy in the body now after moving the feet, the legs, the toes. Might be a bit of a warmth. You might feel a little lighter. Might have brought a smile on your face. Just noticing that energy that your body is making is inside your body. And just enjoying that sensation, that feeling. Just a few more like this. You might start to take a little bit of movement through the shoulders, so you can start to take some circles through the shoulders or bring one shoulder forward, the other back. You might bring in some movement through your head, maybe head side to side, or maybe you take the eye gaze back over one shoulder and then over the other shoulder. Maybe you bring some movement in through the middle of your body, through the waist or through the rib cage. And then maybe you notice the movement through the hip area. Maybe you move the whole body and you might even bring the arms in. Maybe the hands, the head, the neck. Doesn't have to be big. Keep that connection to the feet, your foundation, keeping you steady and strong through the lower body. And we'll just start to slow that down, let that go, and start to shake your hands and your fingers. So you might be able to shake them sideways, you might be able to shake them up and down. You might take one hand up, the other hand down. Reach up, you might look up, switch them over. Nice, and we'll try to bring them out wide. Take them behind. Might have a look. Might take them both down low. You're welcome to tilt a little further forward if that's available to you today. Might reach them back and low. Whew. Let's bring them forward. Might reach them forward. Reach them towards me. And then we'll bring them all the way back up. Take them all the way back down. Whew. Just let that settle. And again, you might notice energy. You might notice tingling in your hands, the palms of your hands, maybe the backs of your hands. It might be your fingers. Have a look at the hands. You might notice one hand looks different to the other. Again, there might be things that you notice that you haven't looked for a while, about your hands, your fingers, the fingernails. And we'll just place the hands back down, and then you're going to take your right foot, and again, the foot can stay on the block. I'm going to take some circling motions through the right foot. And then maybe through the left hand and left wrist. You're very welcome to bring the right foot off your block. That feels good. And then see if you can circle the foot and the hand in the same direction. Switch direction. Nice. And then we'll try and go opposite directions. And you might need to get one going and then the other. And then see if you can switch, go the other opposite direction. Nice, and again we'll place them back down, take a little pause, notice what there is to notice. And we'll take it on the second side. So again, we're going to take that left foot. You might start movement with the foot first or the hand first. Any movement, just getting that idea of opposite hand, opposite foot. Nice, and then maybe you start to circle in the same direction. And then we'll switch directions, same direction. Nice, and then we'll try opposite directions with opposite foot, opposite hand. Nice, and then we'll switch, go the other opposite. Really nice, and again we'll just let that go. Whew, take a little bit of an adjustment. You might sit further forward in your chair or further back, just making sure you're comfy. Nice, and then we're going to see if we can pick up the heels of our feet. So again, you might have hands on the thighs or holding onto the chair. So we're going to lift up the heels and see if you can squeeze the back of your lower leg. So squeezing the calf muscles. And then we're going to lower down. I'm going to see if we can take this quite slow so that you've got time to try and squeeze a little or a lot through the calf muscle. So I want you to see if you can start to feel that calf muscle in the back of your leg. So when you come up, squeezing through this muscle, and when you bring the heel down, just feeling it relax a little. And then with this movement, you might start to take your movement with your breath. So it might be an inhale as you pick up the heels, squeeze the calves, and it might be an exhale as you place the heels back down. So an inhale as you lift, and an exhale as you place down. Again, an inhale as you lift. You might squeeze those calf muscles a little more. And exhaling to low. You don't have to come up high. It might just be the teeniest, tiniest little lift of the heel. You might even just think about picking the heels up. Still see if you can squeeze a little through the calf muscles. So it's a squeeze and then lowering down. Again, it might be an inhale as you lift and an exhale as you lower. And if it is available to you today, breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Lifting up, maybe that little squeeze and exhaling down. And you're very welcome to stay a little longer, take a little pause on the squeeze and then exhale, lower down. You might start to encourage your exhale to be a little longer than your inhale. So again, inhale to lift, a little pause, take a squeeze, exhaling slowly down. Let's take a few more like that. And whenever you need to, you can always pause, you can always adjust, take a relinga jiggle, you can always shake the legs out or the feet out, come back in. We'll just take a few more rounds. You're very welcome to have a go coming higher up onto the toes if that feels interesting, feels good. But you might keep it quite low. It's okay. Notice what the toes are doing. See if you can also use the toes to sort of grip and help you lift. Notice if you can sit a little taller. Notice if you've flopped back. So we're lifted through the spine, soft through the shoulders. You might even feel those tummy muscles lifting you up. Maybe another 2 or 3 like this. Once you've taken your rounds, again, just any little wriggles and jiggles, and take the knees side to side. So it might be a little sway. If you want to come in a little bigger, you might hold onto the chair. So you can take the knees one way and then the other. And maybe you come onto the edges of the feet. It's like you're massaging out through the soles of your feet. Nice. And next time the knees go to the right side, see if you can take your eye gaze to the left side. So a little rotation or twist through the mid-body. And again, when the knees go to the left side, taking your eye gaze towards the right side. Taking them one way, opposite direction with your eye gaze. Back through center. Knees go one way, eye gaze the other. So again, you might take this with your breath. It might be an inhale through center and an exhale to take that little rotation. Inhale through center. Exhale, taking it the other way. Again, we'll just continue through this movement. And again, if it feels good, if it feels right, you might encourage your exhale to be a little longer, a little pause in your twist. Inhaling back through center. Exhaling, taking that twist, maybe a little pause. Inhaling back through center. Just take a few more like this. If you need to take some little wriggles and jiggles along the way, you're so welcome. I invite you to listen to your body and find this twisting, spiraling motion through your spine, through your hips. That feels good. It feels like you're almost giving your body a little massage, waking up these tummy muscles, these core muscles. Try to keep the connection of the feet to your block so it feels stable, it feels strong, and yet it still feels soft through the face, the neck. And again, once you feel complete, just come back through center, take again any wriggles and jiggles, just let that go. Nice, and then we're going to take that same movement that we took before of picking up the heels, but we're going to try one foot at a time, and we're going to bring in that idea of opposite arm again. So you're going to pick up the heel on that right foot, and as you do that, see if you can bring the left arm up a little or a lot, and then we're going to place them both back down together, and then we're going to switch over. So picking up that heel, squeezing through the calf on that left leg, and then exhaling, lowering back down together. So opposite arm as the opposite heel picks up, lifts up, squeeze through the calf, and maybe an exhale to soften, let that go, lower down. So again, an inhale to lift, find that squeeze through the calf, might sit a little taller, and exhale back down. And just keep with this movement. The arm doesn't have to come high, it might be bent, it might be straight, but I want you to find that movement. Opposite leg, opposite arm. And again, it might be with your breath. Again, an inhale, maybe a little pause. Exhaling back down. Inhale to lift. You might squeeze through that calf. Might lift a little taller. And exhaling, lowering all the way down. Let's try a few more like that. Again, you might try to lift a little taller. You're very welcome to start looking up at that hand. You might even track the hand with your eye gaze as you take the movement. Exhaling back down. Again, we'll take a few more like this. If it's too much with the arm, you can always just let the arm go, keep it down as you just work with the feet, the legs. Beautiful. Now, if you want a little bit more challenge, maybe you start to pick the foot off your block a little or a lot and bring it back down. So maybe the foot might come up and off the block, off the floor, lowering back down. See if you can lower down slowly. Notice if you want to go whoop quickly down. So slow it down. Nice. So again, you might be coming up on the inhale. You might take a moment to lift a little taller. You might look up. Slowly exhaling, lowering down. take a few more like that. Again, you might really feel the core muscles here, the tummy muscles. You might even use the glutes here, so you can start to squeeze a little bit through the bottom, through the glute muscles, knowing they're our biggest muscle group. So let's see if we can use those glutes to bring the leg maybe a little higher. And again, maybe you just take the legs for these last few rounds, see how high you can bring the leg, squeeze through the bottom, lower it down, bringing it up, squeeze through the bottom, lowering it down. And maybe you start to flex the foot so the toes draw back towards your shin. So the foot is active, squeeze the glute, and lowering down. Maybe a couple more like this. If you're done, that's all good. You can always take the knees side to side, take some little movements just to release. If you're still going, we'll take a couple more rounds. So you feel complete. Nice, and then again, once you are complete, just join us, take that release, little movements, little rocks, little sways, just releasing that all, we'll just let that all go. Really nice, and then we're going to take the right foot across, so you can take ankle across ankle, or you might bring the leg a little higher. So you're again having to use these glute muscles, the tummy muscles, to bring the leg up, pushing foot or ankle in towards the leg, leg towards the ankle. It's like you're squeezing together. If you have a little bit more space, the foot might come across your leg. If you're here, again, keep that foot flexed, so toe towards the shin, drawing the knee down. Try to sit tall here, so you're lifting up again through those tummy muscles. Might squeeze the glutes a little bit more. And just feel that strength in the lower body, through the leg, drawing down and back, foot flex. And again, if you're not that high, you're going to be a little lower down or a lot lower down, ankle across ankle. Now you can still bring in that activation, ground down with that left foot, draw the right knee back, flex through the foot a little. So you're drawing the ankles in towards each other. See if you can feel the tummy muscles. You might squeeze the glutes. And even if you squeeze in and out of the glutes, you might notice that when you soften the glutes, you sort of sit back. If you squeeze the bottom, you might sit a little taller. Nice, and we're just gonna, in this shape, just see if you can rock a little forward and back. So it's like you're sitting tall, and then leaning forward a little. Sitting tall, leaning forward a little. So it's almost like you're tilting or tipping forward from the hip crease. And again, it might be with your breath. So it might be an inhale to come up, and it might be an exhale to reach forward. Inhale to come up, exhale to reach forward. Nice, and again, we'll just keep with this movement. Now, if it's too much, if you're squeezing too much, just relax a little, but still be aware of those center muscles working, drawing you in through your midline, keeping you lifted, keeping you strong. And again, of course, your right ankle might be on top for some of you. And again, you're still taking that movement, just coming forward and back. It's like you're reaching forward as you draw back through the hip creases. Inhaling, coming back up. Again, try and keep that foot flexed, toes towards the shin, drawing the knee down. Keep that left foot connected to the ground or your block. Beautiful. And then wherever you are, whether the leg is up high or down low, just take some little circles or side to side. Take the head a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more relaxed through the shoulders. Beautiful. Take a moment to sit tall. I'm going to take that little rotation towards the right leg. Might take the eye gaze back. Just a few more breaths here. And again, see if you can feel what feels like a little twist through the mid-body. Try and keep the shoulders soft here. Again, breathing in through your nose, out through your nose. Nice, and we'll come all the way back through center. Let's take a few wriggles and jiggles just to release. And we'll bring that foot all the way back down. Again, just take a moment to pause here, just let that settle, a moment to notice, and you might feel a difference from one leg to the other, one hip to the other, one foot to the other. Maybe your toes feel different. You might close your eyes down, just notice what there is to notice. You might even notice a difference with the shoulders. You might notice things like one side feels lighter than the other. One leg might feel shorter or longer, lighter or heavier. You might notice tingling or energy. You might notice something different. And then we'll take that all on the second side. So we'll ground down through that right foot. And again, we're going to take the left foot across. So it can be ankle to ankle, drawing the knee down. Try to keep the foot active. So it's a little flex, toes towards the shin. Nice, and again, you might find that you can come a little higher with that leg. You don't have to. You might bring it up with the hands. You might be here. And wherever you are, we're just going to find that seat. Again, you might squeeze the glutes a little bit more towards each other. Again, you can notice that squeezing of the glutes, then maybe letting them go, like you're squeezing the bottom and then letting them go. Might notice the tummy muscles waking up a little as they lift you tall through the spine. Might flex the foot a little more. You might draw the knee down a little more. And just notice what you can feel when you take those little adjustments. Just notice your breath, breathing in through your nose, out through your nose. And again, we'll take that little reaching forward and back. So it might be an exhale to lean forward and an inhale to come more upright. Again, you might hold onto the chair. If you're holding onto the chair, try and not grip. Try and keep it a little soft so you're still soft through the shoulders, through the face. Again, maybe that smile on your face as you find this movement. And try and find a movement that feels soothing. There might be some sticky bits, some more uncomfortable bits, but think of the idea of coming in gently with love, with softness, and then just backing off. So it's like you're coming in a little, and then just release it. Again, an exhale to extend forward, inhale to come up. I'm just going to demo with the ankle a little lower. Again, still squeezing the ankles together, still drawing the knee down. A little bit of activation by flexing a little through that lower foot if that's available. And if it's not available, that's okay. Remember, working towards these shapes, movements, and ultimately it's finding a movement that feels good in your body. Just take any little adjustments that make you feel good. And part of the magic is allowing yourself or giving yourself permission to notice what does feel good in your body. And it might be a little bit different to what I'm doing today, what I'm offering. And again, once you've completed through that, coming forward and coming back up to seated, we're just going to let that go. Take a little bit of circling or side to side, just releasing. And then we're going to, again, take a moment to sit tall. Notice the sit bones. Soft through the shoulders. And we're going to take a rotation towards the left side. Again, you might take the eye gaze back. Just check the shoulders stay soft. Just noticing your breath. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Again, you might feel that twist through the rib cage, through maybe across the tummy, maybe through the side body, maybe around the rib cage. We'll come all the way back through center. Again, just take a moment to reset. Take some wriggles and jiggles. Pop the hands on your thighs. And see if you can slide the hands towards me. Dome through your spine. So it's like you're drawing your chin towards your chest like a cat. You might draw the belly button back a little. Feel that stretch. And then we're going to draw the hands back. As you start to sit upright, you might bring the eye gaze up. You might draw the shoulders down and back. So you lift up through your chest, through your heart space. And we'll try that again. So it might be your exhale to reach forward, chin towards your chest. And inhale to come back up into your seated cow. So an exhale to come into your seated cat. Inhale into your seated cow. And again, we'll just continue through this movement. You might be moving faster than me, slower than me. You might take a pause. Just take what you need. See if you can feel the movement in your spine through your vertebrae. I feel a little bit like a wave-like motion, a rippling motion. Almost like you're creating a little bit of space between your vertebrae. You're very welcome to take a few rounds. Once you are complete, no hurry at all. Again, just take any little adjustments, wriggles and jiggles. Again, notice the feet connected to your blocks, to the ground. You might reposition, you might spread the toes out again. Nice, but might push down into those blocks or the floor. Notice that lift through the tummy, almost lifting up through the rib cage, through your heart space, crown of the head. And we're going to inhale the arms all the way up. You might look up. We're going to reach from one hand to the other, like you're pulling yourself up, climbing up through on a rope ladder. Might bring back some memories, perhaps a memory of a rope ladder or such, or a tree house. Might be bringing back different memories. Let's take a few more like this. You're very welcome to take it a little bigger if that feels good. Again, it might be smaller. I reach up a little higher. Again, you might look up. And then maybe take a little pause on one side. So we're just taking little pulses. Reaching up, feeling that stretched on the right side of the body. You might look up if that feels good on your neck. Otherwise, just keep the eye gaze down or on me. Just little pulses. See if you can be a little bit of a little bounce. Creating a little bit of elasticity through the side body, down near the hip area. Might feel a stretch through your armpit. Nice, and then we'll come back through centre. I feel a difference on that side now from the other side, and we'll take it to the other side. So again, just create those little reaches, little bounces. Coming in and out. Again, try to just check the neck is comfy, the head is supported. You might close your eyes here. Noticing your breath. Just take a few more like that. And again, we'll come back through centre once you feel complete. And we'll inhale again, both arms all the way up. You might let the palms meet. And then we'll exhale all the way down through your heart centre. Take one more like that. Big breath in. Reaching up, you might look up. And exhaling all back down. Just bring your hands on your legs or by your side. I invite you to come into a comfortable seat. So if you've got a blanket or something warm to put on, you might pop your slippers back on, your socks back on, whatever's comfy. You might lean back in your chair. If you prefer to take your Shavasana lying down, you can come off your chair, lay down. You might stay seated in your chair, and again you might just bring the feet a little further away. Just relax a little bit. And just find the comfiest position that you can. So we're just going to stay for a couple of minutes here in our Shavasana. And I'm just going to talk you through to invite you to find a little bit more space, a little bit more softness in your mind, your body, your physical body, your emotional body, your spiritual body. And I invite you to think of that idea of allowing space, allowing yourself to let go of things that might not serve you right now. And that beautiful idea of allowing space so that new things can arrive for you, creating space. So you might choose to close your eyes, you might prefer a soft gaze, and just start to soften around the edges of your eyes, the corners of your eyes. Notice your eyebrows. Notice your forehead. Smooth, soft. Notice the space between your eyebrows. Spacious, soft. Notice your cheeks, cheekbones. Notice your jaw, your teeth, your tongue, your lips. Notice your neck. Bring your focus to your chest, your heart space. Bring your focus to your belly. Fingers soft, gently curled, toes soft. Eyes might feel a little heavier. Shoulders rolling down and back. Notice your back, your hips, your legs, your feet, letting go. Notice your whole body letting go. And we'll be here for 2 more minutes. Shavasana. You're very welcome to stay longer. You might bring your hands to your heart space if they're not already there. Just take a moment to draw palms in towards your heart space. You might sit a little taller, but you're very welcome to stay just as you are. Just take a moment to draw strength, yet softness, compassion, love, kindness, forgiveness into your heart space. Just draw that all in. Notice how it feels. Lean into it. And then we'll close with a couple of shared breaths. Again, you might stay as you are or inhale your arms all the way up Again, your palms might meet and we'll exhale all the way down through heart center. Maybe one more like that. Big breath in. And exhaling, letting it go. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Have a beautiful rest of your day, rest of your evening, rest of your week. Go well. Namaste.